Hi guys, oh my god, welcome back to my YouTube channel. First and foremost, welcome to new subscribers, welcome to my OG gangs, and if you're just seeing this face for the first time, of course, what are you waiting for? Click on the subscription button, the red button right down there, and click on the bell button as well to inform you anytime I post any video. Okay, so of course, from title of video, you guys already know your girl passed her computer test, passed her road test. Oh my god, it feels so good. Like, I can't even believe that I passed it in first sitting. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, honestly, between you and I, come closer, that exam is not hard at all. Believe me, it's not hard at all. Just, I'm going to share how I practiced for the exam, how I was able to ace it at first sitting, the computer test and the road test, and see, you come back here and come and thank me. Okay, but first thing first, major disclaimer, I am in no way working with any licensing company, any driving company. I'm just going to speak from my own experience, what I experienced and how I was able to do it. Okay, so this video I'll be showing you the tips and tricks of how I prepared for this exam. I'll tell you everything you need to know, how I did mine and how I was able to, pass it, and then you pick one or two from it. My name is Aisha. I'm based in the United States of America. I recently moved to the United States, so of course these are documents you need to have when you come here. Apart from your social security, apart from your green card, you also need to have like an ID. Driver's license also is like an ID, so you need to have that, because if you want to like apply for a job, it's very important for you to get that. The city that I'm based in, I'm based in Texas, so just for you guys to know. But this video, basically, when I watch other videos, actually in other countries, you also need to do exam. So this video is literally not just for people based in the United States as well. It's people based, everywhere. And also, this message is for my brothers and my sisters from Africa, Nigeria to be precise. Don't think that because you can turn left, you can turn right, you can look side, you can move your car, you can brake, you think that you come to the abroad and then jump car and start it. No, you and I know that from where we come from, me, I'm going to be mixing this in Yoruba, because as a Yoruba girl now, sometimes the thing they touch, you cannot just jump into your car and kickstart and start going, because between you and I, say back there was nothing. We didn't do any exam. You just submit some documents, and you get a license. You pay and you get a license. I don't know for any other person, but now I think it has advanced as well. You need to go through driving school and something like that. So, I think it's getting better now. I think so. But as at the time I got mine, I didn't do any exam. Okay, but now I think my younger sister, before she got hers, she went through driving school and all that. So, but I think people still, you can still get it before. You don't do exam, sha. That's what I know. So yes, first thing first, when you want to get this license, you can't just walk into any licensing office and apply for it. You need to schedule an appointment. Okay, so you need to go online. There's a website for it. Depending on your state, your country, you need to apply. You need to schedule an appointment, date, time, and that's it. And then when you pick your date and time, then you start going. But before you start going, you can't just carry yourself and go. You need to carry some documents. Okay, so the documents you will need your proof of residence, which is important. Proof of residence will be 2. I'm talking for Texas, actually. For other states, I think it's the same. I think it's literally the same thing for people based in the United States. Maybe in other countries, I think maybe their documents will be different, but it kind of would look similar, I think. So you need your proof of residence. Proof of residence has to be 2. When I say proof of residence, let me explain to you what this proof of residence means. It means like, okay, where you are staying, right? You need to carry your lease. If you are staying with someone, your name needs to be on the lease of the house that you people are staying on, the apartment. You carry that, bearing that has your name on it. Or you get like a document, like maybe like when they send you a letter, maybe a bank or something, someone sends you a letter, the letter will have your name and the address. That's the address of where you are staying. Okay, so if you receive like a mail or something, it will contain your name, the address that you stay. So that's what proof of residence means. You can carry your lease as well for that. Okay, also you also need your proof of identification. It could be your passport, your international passport. It could be your green card. It could also be, if you are like an immigrant like I took my passport that has my visa on it, in it. You can't just carry passport because I said passport. You just carry something, and it's not passport photograph. Your international passport, your international driving, like your international traveler's passport, or however they call it. You take that with you when you're going to this to the office. You have to take that with you. You also need to have your social security number. It's very important. You can't register without that. Just know that you can't register without that. You also need to have proof of US citizen, social security number, proof of residence, proof of identification, and issuer's fee. In Texas, I paid $33. Yes, I paid $33 to register for that. And also, one thing you should also know is that if you don't have like two proof of residence, like if you don't have like two paper or two copies of proof of residence, the person that brought you, that you guys are staying together, can actually submit his or her proof of his or her proof of residence. So I went with my husband. So I think for partners, I think their partner can submit in their instead of them. So he submitted two, because I think I only had one as at then. I think as at then we were still on the list. The name had not come out. Some issues like that then. It was not an issue, but like they had not sent documents as at that time. So my husband had, of course, obviously more than two. So he just brought out two. I think he brought out, you can even bring out a letter from bank or something like that just has like the name and the address that you live in. Okay, so that was what we did. And then after that, you also need to know that when you are going for the exam, you see how fine that I am. That's the same way I dressed for the exam. Why? Because when you get there, you will fill a form. When you fill that form, after you are done with that, if you've submitted it to the officer, like they are very nice here. They are very nice in their office. It's not like they are very nice here. So when I got there, I after I filled the form and everything, the officer also assisted me, like told me, okay, this is what you need to do here, this is what you need to do here. I submitted that, and then they took a picture of me. That picture that they would take, why I'm saying that you need to look fine is because some people, they can wear pajamas and go there. If you wear pajamas, that means it's pajamas. You in pajamas that will show on your ID card. Because whatever the picture that they take there will be the same picture that will appear on your on your license. This is mine. The reason why it's cut, I'll let you know, is because I passed the computer test. After they sent this one, I actually scheduled for my driving road test. So when I passed the road test, they had to make this one void. I'm yet to receive the second one, but they'll give you paper. I'm going to explain to you, don't worry. So after that, they'll tell, okay, you need to stand. You stand, you take picture of yourself and all that stuff. Like they'll tell you to stand in front of like a blue whatever, like behind, in front of a blue stuff. So they'll take a picture of you. See, we had the biggest smile ever. Trust me, like make sure that you are looking cute, handsome, pretty on that picture, because that's the picture that will appear on your license. Apart from that, I think that's basically all the things you need to carry when going for the test. Then preparing for the test, of course, I did not say you should go and schedule tests and then you carry empty head and go there. My hand is not there, trust me, it's not there at all. And I think also, sorry for those people that are, I think, less than 22 or 21, because I think, of course, the girl is pretty. I think the officer misunderstood because she asked me my age. She thought I was around 21, 22, and she told me that no, I need to go and register for something online before I'll come and all that stuff. And I said, madam, no, I'm an old woman, I'm just looking young, you understand? Yeah. Okay, so After that, I'm not telling you to register and carry empty brain there. No, please. There are certain things you need to practice. There are certain things you need to know before you even go there and go and write and go and rubbish. Don't go and rubbish me there, please, because you cannot watch this video and stop in the middle. That's why you have to watch it to the end. You cannot watch this video and come and go and rubbish me there, please. So when you preparing for the exam, you need to do some certain things. First thing first, you need to basically know the road signs. You can't even escape it. I think knowing the road sign, the questions that will come out, I think they are like, road sign questions will take like almost 50 to 60% of the questions that will come out. And yes, 30 questions is what you have. 30 questions. I think it's timed, but on the screen I did not see time in there. I didn't see time in there. So maybe somewhere in your head you just need to, but when you keep practicing and practicing at home, of course in your head you are timing yourself. Do you get, at some point the questions get so easy and you finish it within 10 minutes. I think I finished mine in less than 10 minutes or something. So you have 30 questions. You are to pass 21 questions out of everything. You have 30 questions. You make sure you pass 21. If you have passed 21, you are good to go. You've passed the exam. So it's very easy. Okay, so basically to prepare for the exam, there are apps. Okay, there are apps on your, they are like apps that you can download, like all these questionnaire app and all that stuff. You can check on YouTube. There are questions like, but actually when I checking YouTube to practice for the OBJ didn't really, I don't know, like it helped me, kind of shaped me and gave me the idea of what I should expect. But when I downloaded the app, you can check the app on what's it called, on your app store, on your Google store. You can check it there. Even anywhere, if you try use a mobile phone, of course you have a store that you download stuff. So yes, just type DMV. That's what I did. DMV, then I put Texas. You can type DMV, your state. Do you understand? So it depends, it varies. DMV for Texas. So I downloaded some couple of apps there and I kept practicing. I kept, like, those apps have different, like, they have, some apps have like almost 20 or 30 course of questions. So course, when I say course, I mean like, okay, for each course you have like 30 questions to practice. So you keep practice. You guys have done mock now, so you understand what I'm saying. Like, you keep practicing, and that's it. And then also before I downloaded that app as well, I also went to, if you check even on Google too, you can check, you see some questions, some practice questions, like small questions like that. Yes. And then also you need to on the website for the driving licensing whatever office, there's a place where you can download their book. Yes, because I thought that they still had like a booklet that we could read through or something, but apparently they said no, they've stopped producing book a long time ago. So we had to, like, they showed us the website and then we went there and we downloaded I downloaded the PDF. It's like a PDF file or something. When you download it, is a whole lot to read. It's a whole lot. But that's the essence of this video. The essence of the video is for me to tell you how to channel your mind to pick and choose what's important. Do you understand? It's just like everything is important, right? But it's just like you are doing like elimination method. Okay, this is important right now. I need to know all, but for the purpose of this exam, because you don't want to get into the US for like up to a month and you've not at least gotten an ID. How now? How? So that once you get that PDF, what to concentrate on? See, let me tell you something. I did not read the whole book. And the words are so tiny. Do you understand? I'm talking this thing in a low tone so that it will be between you and I. I didn't read the whole book. I just picked places to concentrate on, places that I know that I would be confused on. Places like that, you see that DUI side, DWI side, all those penalty, all those driving distance to the curb, not driving distance to the curb, like distance to the curb, driving distance, all those penalties, yeah, all those right of way, all those four-way right of way and all that stuff. See, master it. I'm telling you, you cannot escape at least 2 to 3 questions of that in your computer test. Take it from me, because I saw it there. So I'm just so grateful that I concentrated on those things. So I concentrated on the DUIs, the DUI, DWI, the penalties, the right of way, and all that stuff. That was what I focused more on in the, in that booklet. I read the other part, but it was just brief. But when you read and that thing like intense, like you go back there like 2-3 times again just to master those things, because there are different penalties. There are penalty. There's first penalty, second penalty. There's even jail sentence itself there. I came across a question that asked me about jail sentence or something. If this is the first penalty, what do you do for this person? If person is driving DU, if this person is DUI, this and that, you understand what I'm saying? When you start reading, you understand what I'm saying. So I made sure I mastered those parts. After I mastered those parts, I also, on the app, when you keep practicing, you have to make sure that you concentrate on road signs. Hey, I cannot emphasize on this. Like road signs, they are very important, very, very important. All those, when you see steady blinking, steady yellow light, steady red, all those flash, you see there's a difference between steady and flashing. When you keep practicing those questions, you understand what I'm saying. So after doing that, once you're able to practice that like all the time, you can do it. It's very easy. Like you can, while you're cooking, when you're in your bed, maybe in the middle of the night you wake up, you can't sleep, you just lie down and be practicing. See, honestly speaking, it wasn't that hard for me. Like that was what, maybe because Nigeria now, when you're preparing for mock or exams or something, you are used to question, okay, you'll be answering and the thing will score you and then to tell you where you've been wrong and all that stuff. So you keep practicing like that. Honestly, once you're able to do that, you're good to go. And when you get there are some questions that you must have come across on that app, in that place. But guess what they'll do? You guys have written JAMB, right? They'll twist it, like they'll change the words, but it's literally the same thing. You might see, oh, okay, I don't know what example I can give you, but when you write the exam, I think you'll be able to relate with me on what I'm saying. Apart from that, once you pass the exam, they'll give you your first what's it called? They'll give you they'll print like a paper for you like this. I'm going to be waving it so that information. So they'll give you this paper. So this paper, you're using it to drive with it. You can also use it to do anything, but you should always have it with you, so in case if police stop you. But the problem, why it's important for you to pass the road test, let me tell you why. When you pass this exam, there's going to be a restriction on it. Restriction is that you can't drive alone in the car. You have to have someone, and not just anybody. You have to have someone that is above 21 or above that has a valid driver's license. How long will you keep driving with someone sitting beside you? Do you understand? Like, it can't be, if you get a job, so you expect that there's always going to be someone beside you driving every time. It's not possible. So that's the reason why you need to forge ahead and schedule for the road test. So when they print this paper, they'll mail you your plastic, which is this one. Let me see if I can. Okay, yeah, so this is me. Of course you can see me, so you not say you see that I dressed well. Emphasis on dressing well. Okay, so that's the so what else again? Yeah, so after that, when you pass this one, they'll send this one to the house. The reason why it's like this is because when I passed the road test, they gave me another paper, this and the paper, and then they had to cut this one, and then they will send me another plastic that they've removed the restriction. So this one has a restriction, so that's the reason why I had to do the road test, so as for them to remove the restriction. Yes, the driver's license will be valid for 8 years. So you see, it's very important for you to get it. I wish you guys all the best. If you have any questions, if you have any contributions to everything I've said, and I hope have been able to convince you but not to confuse you on ways to ace your exam in first sitting. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and show your girl some love. Thank you so much.